ice cold. There we go. I'll start over because now we're apparently live because the intro didn't play as usual. The best drink I've ever had. We were talking about drinks in the pre-show. The best drink I've ever had probably is when you're up in the mountains, when you come across like one of these mountain streams, and like the water temperature is something like 10 degrees Celsius. So it's super cold, and it's so clean. It's almost too clean. Like it doesn't include any of the minerals or the things that your body usually gets from water. So it's like almost too clean, and you get it like you just take your mug or whatever, you just put it down in the stream and just drink straight out. It's the best fucking thing ever. But yeah, welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to our players. Another Thursday. I was pretty sure we weren't gonna do a show this week because I've been battling a cold all week, but I am feeling good enough to do it, so we're doing it because fuck it. So welcome everyone, and welcome to our lovely guests, Rudigs, Mr. Reaver, and Ray. Hey.
Hey.
Phoenix will also join us later in the show.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be a lovely little team today. And also welcome to chat. Welcome to Crystal and Vet. Hey Vet, you have the link, by the way. If you want to jump in, just jump in. Same link as always. But yeah, so how are you guys?
Doing awesome.
Man, a lot of games all across the board. A lot of games to play right now.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
There's only one game to play, and it comes out at midnight tonight, and it's all over my body. Does whatever a
Here's the thing.
can.
My kids are too young to play the Spider-Man video game. I did accidentally let them try it once, to just swing around and like stayed away from all of it. Like, just swing because it's so fun, which was a bad idea because then accidentally they fell into a battle. Like my kids, even they know that it's coming out now. Even though I try to keep that on the down low. And yeah, it's been nothing but Spider-Man in this house for the past couple of weeks. The Spidey and his friends on Disney Plus has been going every single day.
So you're in the zone. You're right into
I'm surprisingly
all the lore.
not that eager to jump into it. I loved Miles Morales, and I never played the original one, but I watched playthroughs of it and loved it. But I don't know. It's just like I'm not done with everything else that I have going on games wise yet, and Spider-Man is just like I can wait 6 months for Spider-Man. It's fine. So I'll just pick it up when it comes to like PlayStation Plus or something. I just wait. I don't like. I'm in no rush.
Bjorn, it must be the red beard because we could not be on different wavelengths. every game right now that I've ever touched is sitting in the back seat because PlayStation is releasing their only first party this year. Only first party.
It's
game.
insane. Yeah. No, and like
Day one, minute one.
I have no doubt that it will be amazing. But however, because I mean, I can just I sometimes just boot up Miles Morales just to swing around. I don't do anything. It's just so nice, just be chill and swing around in. And I have no doubt the Spider-Man 2 will be anything less than that. If it will just be even better. But at the same time, there is so many unique games that I'm just scratching the surface of that I'm dying to get into more, like Baldur's Gate, like Stray Gods, and I have a bunch of indie games on my pipeline that I want to take a look at that looks just so unique. That I'm like, I mean, Spider-Man will be great, but it's at the end of the day, it's more of the same. That's not a bad thing because it's more of something great. But I'm not really in the mood for that right now. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know.
Could be.
It's okay. We can think differently.
I have no doubt it will be great, and I will play it at some point. But yeah.
And still be friends, Bjorn.
Exactly.
Root, there's a lot of people that are going to be playing the Nintendo game that's coming out.
So
there's that one too.
You're trying to poke and prod what I was saying earlier. All right.
Yeah, as a household where Mario is God with both my wife and my son, I personally, I don't care for Mario at all. I don't get it. I don't enjoy it. I don't. There's no lore. I don't enjoy the gameplay. Like, I couldn't care less. But my son loves Mario to death, and my wife loves playing Mario with him as well. So, yeah. I think tomorrow is probably like tonight, is probably the biggest game release for my kids ever. But we're not gonna get any of them on launch anyway. So I don't know. But yeah. So Reaver, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. Been playing some Disney Dreamlight Valley, Assassin's Creed Valhalla still. Hoping to get into Cyberpunk eventually again. Soon. Because, well, I know I won't be able to get it all done before I get Mirage. But I'm hoping to get at least Valhalla done.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, Valhalla is a long game, so
it is.
It's almost a bit too long, I would argue. Like there's a lot of filler.
It is too long. It's got so much content. It's got even more than Odyssey does. It's like
yeah. Like there's the content is good. Don't get like I enjoy the content. Like it's good content, but a lot of it is kind of filler content. Like if you watch an anime, you have those like, but the first 100 episodes are like the same as manga and really good, and then comes like 200 filler episodes that no one asked for while they're waiting for the thing to catch up, and then they go back again. So Valhalla suffers from that as well, and also like I would say the progression system in Valhalla is a massive step backwards.
It is
for the series. They are bringing it back to like almost origin style in Mirage, but I think Odyssey was the sweet spot in a sense on that.
Yeah, but the biggest DLC of all is Dawn of Ragnarok. It could even be could potentially be considered its own game too.
Yeah,
and it was like $40 here in the US.
Yep.
Yeah, and I pre-ordered. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
There's a lot of content, and I mean the Paris DLC is great.
It is.
So yeah, I mean Valhalla is a great game, but it's too long for its own good. I would argue. I would argue, yeah. So I get it. Valhalla, like if you finish Valhalla before Mirage, that would be a feat in and of itself. I don't think anyone ever finishes Valhalla.
I finished the main game already. I'm just working on DLCs now. That's all.
Yeah, and then then you still have a couple of 100 hours in the DLC, I suppose.
No, because I beat the previous two main ones. I just have like the free content, Dawn of Ragnarok, and that's it.
Then you're almost there. So how many hours has that taken?
But for main story?
Yeah, all of it. Like how many hours do you have in Valhalla so far?
I've almost 1,600.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I do more just like gameplay. I do content as well for YouTube. And I've streamed a little bit on Twitch of Valhalla as well.
Yeah. No, but Valhalla, I mean, I was streaming Valhalla a little bit as well back in the city days. It's a great, like, there's so much to do doing it. I think it feels like a quite easy game to make good content out of, because it's so like there's so much there. But yeah. Do you want to jump into some news? Because it's been a couple of things. Let's start with the biggest one.
I'm playing Marvel Snap.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Right.
I'm playing Marvel Snap, and I'm playing Cyberpunk.
There we go. Anything else you're playing? You get the big stage now that I forgot about it.
So guys, don't forget the Twitch drops. So from space right now, I got a tab open, but I'm not watching, and I'm getting all the outfits from space. And there's like about I think there's like 6 or 7 outfits. So I'm doing that right now as I'm doing this show. So don't forget your drops.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, definitely check that out.
And for me, I've been playing.
We only talked about what you were gonna play, not what you were playing.
Exactly. What I'm gonna be playing tonight at midnight. But before getting to that, I beat Final Fantasy VII Remake, and oh my gosh, what an experience! Completely novel, brand new game style of fighting. Where you pause, add tactical to it. Story was amazing, outrageous, funny, hilarious. pulled at my heartstrings, and at the same time broke social norms and broke society as I thought it was back then. So absolutely wonderful experience that I would 100% recommend to anyone else. Cyberpunk, it's like being in the middle of a James Bond movie and you're the main character. That Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty DLC was phenomenal. So good. 10 out of 10. Great experience. And Liza P put up a Liza P review, and it was absolutely an amazing experience. It was a love letter to Soulsborne games. It took Sekiro and it took Bloodborne, mixed them together, and it took Pinocchio and his father Geppetto and brought you on this wonderful story. So a lot of games, but they're all done now, and I've cleaned up everything. I'm playing nothing but waiting for tonight and Spider-Man.
Nice. Yeah, but so like now that you've seen Idris Elba in something that gave you feelings of Bond, would you be excited for a Idris Elba as the next Bond? Because he's been up there in rumors for a long time now.
I think he should have got it already.
100%.
I also think Donald Glover for Spider-Man. Come on, that would have been awesome. They put the British guy in there. That would have been such an amazing thing if they went Donald Glover. To be fair,
Tom Holland is an amazing Spider-Man, but yeah.
Donald would have been better. Donald would have been better. But I'm not a cast.
Yeah, I mean, still holding out for a live-action Miles Morales, by the way. Don't think we have that yet.
Oh,
that would be so nice.
That would be wicked. Because
the animated Miles is just supreme. It's so good. But yeah, so the biggest news this week is it feels like it's obviously the biggest deal of all time in the biggest company acquisition of all time, all categories has finally been approved and happened. So Activision Blizzard King is now approved all around, and it's now done. It's like it's been what 2.5 years since they announced the acquisition or something.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's good that they've done all these authorities have done their due diligence, and without that, we wouldn't have gotten the cloud gaming deals that we did get in the beginning of the whole process. But yeah, finally. So what do you feel? How are you feeling about it?
Reaver, you want to go first?
I mean, I'm actually happy that's over with because it's been a long time coming for this.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have some choice words. I mean, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Ninja. What's up, man?
Ninja.
You. And Ron Slusher, what up? 19 inches of Liza P. You're hilarious, dude. Listen, how are you making your return on investment off of a $70 billion deal when the company made $1.5 billion last year? So that means that this deal is gonna take 30 plus years to pay back in returns. I don't understand how people are doing that. Like, they essentially took out a mortgage on a house. I don't know. It doesn't make people just play with money.
Here's
like
the thing.
It's nothingness. And
Microsoft has that much money in the bank.
Thank you. They
didn't even need to take a loan. They were just like, here's the cash.
Decision? Where's the business decision? Like, where is the return on investment? Where is the sound?
I will explain to Rue in a minute. I'll explain to Rue in a minute. See, you guys are just thinking that the video games. It's more than video games. It is brands, bro. There's clothes,
and mobile.
There's movies. There's toys. There's ton. You own not just an IP, but you own a brand. Which kids? I mean, come on, Call of Duty. Plus, you forget they also got a chunk of that mobile money too. That is crazy. They got those mobile games.
Yes.
Which everybody knows right now. Mobile is killing it right now. So, me personally, as a Xbox Game Pass person that has it, I'm happy because now I get to see some of these games that I don't have to go and spend $70 or $80 Sony, and I can actually play some of these games on Game Pass, and I got years and years to look forward to in the future. Thank you.
Buy the games you like instead of paying for a subscription would cost more than 4 games for the year.
Yeah.
These games keep going up, man. These games keep going up.
Some subscriptions keep going up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, now I can play it on Boosteroid. I can play it on GFN. I don't have to, just fill up my console. I can play it in the cloud. So it's a win, man. It's a win. They're killing it, and I'm very excited and happy about it.
Ninja does have a point there. Depends on what type of gamer you are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For me,
point.
EA hasn't wowed me since Mass Effect. I mean, they really need to bring up their games. I mean, they just keep spitting out the sports games, but I don't know. It's more of the same. I see it as a singular deal. Activision Blizzard last year made $1.5 billion in profit through all of their brands, all of their IPs, everything. They were purchased for $70 billion as numbered games. That's a lot of time to pay back that deal. And I feel like people just play with money like it's nothing. Like, why does it even matter?
Do you know who Microsoft is? Do you?
Yeah,
Do you know how much money?
I understand.
You know how much money? Investors. What investors are on the board? Do you know how much money they got? They got cabbage, Skrilla, cheese, moolah,
dough,
bags on
bags. Here's how
bags,
I see it. If Microsoft was a gamer, they're essentially a pay-to-win gamer. And as somebody who plays video games, it's just hard to respect someone who plays that way in the industry. You can do whatever you want, make whatever moves you want, but you're a pay-to-win. You didn't homegrown these things, you bought them. You didn't homegrown Hellblade, you bought it. You didn't homegrown Activision Blizzard, you bought it. And I find respect in growing a culture within your industry that's going to create amazing things.
I hate to disappoint you though, but Sony, you need to. Sony's bought some people too, bro. Spider-Man, who? Spider-Man wasn't homegrown, bro, buddy. They bought that company. Yeah. I'm just letting you know. Just remind you.
Yeah,
just remind you.
That is
all right,
true.
Just remind you.
Not for $70 billion, though.
Yeah.
Let's get on to this plumber, though. I got words on the plumber. No, absolutely. I think it's a great move business-wise. It's very boasting, but I don't see... As a gamer, and Ninja says depends what kind of gamer you are, I appreciate homegrown talent, what they did with House Marquet, what they've done with other studios. Destiny 2, obviously they just bought them, right? But I see that as a reasonable price for what they were getting. And a $70 billion price tag just seems insane to me, number and money-wise. So,
you know what I like to see? I like to see independent devs get picked up and make that Skrilla, make that money.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I like.
So I found this nice little infographic about Xbox Studios with some IPs and some things some things they're working on. So like already looking at the things they already own. So under the publishing arm Xbox Game Studios, you have 343 Industries working on Slipspace and the Halo games. Compulsion Games working on something unannounced. Double Fine working on Psychonauts and unannounced IP. Ninja Theory working on Hellblade 2. And they're also mocap experts for other teams. In Exile working on Wasteland and something unannounced RPG. Mojang obviously working on Minecraft, and we'll get more into that Minecraft later. Rare working on Sea of Thieves and Everwild. Playground Games working on Fable and on Forza. They're also working together with 210, who's working on Forza. Obsidian, Grounded, Avowed, and Outer Worlds. The Initiative working on Perfect Dark. The Coalition working Gears of War and Unreal Engine. Undead Labs working on State of Decay, World's Edge on Age of Empires, and they also have a publishing arm of that with an estimated staff of 2.5 thousand, so 2,500 people.
Damn.
On top of that, you have Bethesda with their 4 development studios under the Bethesda Game Studios. Starfield, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, obviously. You have id working Quake, Doom, Rage, Tango Gameworks, Evil Within, Ghostwire Tokyo, Machine Games, Indiana Jones and Wolfenstein, Roundhouse working on something unannounced, Cinemax, Elder Scrolls Online and something unannounced, Alpha Dog working on something for mobile, Arcane, Prey, Deathloop, Dishonored, and let's not forget the Redfall, as Ron Slasher pointed out before, with 2.3 thousand employees. And then now they also then have Activision Blizzard King. So StarCraft, Warcraft, Diablo, Overwatch, within Blizzard, who has 9 studios around the world. Activision Publishing, and then Call of Duty with Treyarch, Infinity Ward, and Sledgehammer, with 10 studio locations working on that. Currently support role, but could develop new games at any given time. High Moon Studios, previously worked on Transformers and Call of Duty. Toys for Bob, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Skylanders, Beanox, Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot, Tony Hawk. Then they have the mobile gaming company Digital Legends, working on something for mobile. Raven working on Call of Duty Warzone. Demonware working on support for mobile stuff. And King working on Candy Crush and mobile stuff, with an estimated 10,000 people now joining that. And then they have the Xbox leadership team. So yeah, it's a big thing now. I don't know. It feels. Here's the thing also. The thing that I'm like, this screams to me, like, if, as you say, Rudix, they are. It's kind of pay to win in a sense. However, if you look at it from the standpoint of a company trying to, because I'm firmly believe that this is just a play in line with them becoming the next Ubisoft. Like, Ubisoft has almost 20,000 employees. So they are cutting back, but still they're like twice this size. With what, like 45 studios worldwide, I think. This is Microsoft wants to become a Ubisoft with people, with Game Pass being the subscription and being on every platform. They want to get out of the hardware business. I've said that before. I'm gonna keep saying it because I firmly believe so. Until proven otherwise, I'm pretty sure that that's what they're trying to do. And this makes a lot of sense for that. They need, like, they can't just be 5,000 people working on, in like, what was that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and say like 26.
So some quick math.
Studios.
To maintain that amount of employees at an average about 60,000 a year, that's $900 million to maintain that staff every year.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But so let's say.
I mean,
Game Pass,
the operating cost, and that's not including buildings. That's not including salaries that are necessarily higher than the average. I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot of money.
Thank God for jobs. Thank God for jobs.
Yeah.
But do you think?
I mean,
now,
2.5.
everybody on the panel here,
like,
do you
here's the
think
thing.
Blizzard, Activision, King will stay at 10,000, or do you think that will drop in the next 3 to 4
I think that
months?
will drop to like. I think it probably drop to like 8,000.
That's what I was thinking too.
Which is, I mean, horrible job loss for, especially with so many people being laid off in the industry right now. But if you look at it, like, looking at some math from the other way around, yes, thank you, Ninja X, keep the jobs. So looking at it from the other way around, you said what was it? How many millions a year for salaries alone? Was it 900?
Oh,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you said
15,000 employees at $60,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said 900.
Based on, like, Game Pass at this point, how many subscribers did Game Pass have? Like, last time we heard, I think they would say
25?
to it. Yeah, something like that. Let's assume that they are like with this acquisition, they can probably push that up to 30 million within the next year. That's a
maybe. I mean,
yeah.
You don't know the mentality of those people. Those people,
let's put it back
Call of Duty, buy the deluxe, buy one game a year, and that's the game they play.
Yeah, but to be fair, that's still revenue for them in. But yeah, let's assume that they then keep 20 million active subscribers to Game Pass. That's still $2.4 billion in revenue on Game Pass alone, not counting for sales of games, not counting for merchandise, and like Minecraft alone, like Minecraft merchandise alone, is insane in terms of profit. So I think like they have the revenue and the profits to sustain this kind of thing. I would argue that they maybe had too many
operating costs, though. I think they're closer to cutting it even, and that's why they've said they need to reach 100 million Game Pass users, or else.
I think, to be fair, like Microsoft as a whole has an operating margin, I think 30% profits. So for every $100 they make 30 is pure profit. After all the expenses are being paid for, like Microsoft as a whole. Obviously, other parts of Microsoft are more profitable, but they have also said that Xbox is a sustainable, profitable part of Microsoft. But like, yeah, but here's the thing: if this is a play to try to win exclusivity, I don't think it will be worth it at all. But I don't think it is that. I think it's a play to get out of hardware and focus on software, and for that, those like 20 million will easily go. Like if you had Game Pass as a service you could subscribe to on PlayStation, how many people and all of these games that previously that's in this ecosystem came to PlayStation, so you can either buy them or subscribe to Game Pass to get all of them. How many millions of PlayStation gamers wouldn't sign up? Probably something like they could probably double the amount to 40 million just from that alone.
But if you're just a Call of Duty player, you're gonna buy the game outright instead of pay $200+ for a subscription.
Probably. But I think what they're hoping is like, because you can bet your ass that they're also going to be like, oh yeah, you can buy it straight. But if you're a Game Pass subscriber, you will get a free 2 free skins a month and some other there will be benefits to being a subscriber. Like they won't.
I think we're in an experiment, and we'll see the results soon. Who knows where we'll be in 5 years? And I think all of us can say, I don't know where we'll be in 5 years with subscriptions.
Yeah. I mean, we can only guess.
I can tell you how much money I have saved in the past couple of years. I'm just saying.
I mean, for gamers like us who play a lot of games, Game Pass is amazing. For the millions of gamers who only buy 1 or 2 games a year, yeah, sure, it's not a great deal. I think what they're hoping to do with pushing Game Pass into out to everyone, every possible consumer out there, is and to bring these things in, it's like, yeah, I mean, you could pay $60 or $70 or $90 for Call of Duty or for Diablo or for Overwatch or StarCraft, or you could sign up for Game Pass, and then you could also try out these other games that you've heard so much about but never really bothered with. And once someone buys onto that and gives that other game a try, and then that other game a try, a lot of people will be hooked. That's what they're counting on. And for the ones who won't be, they will, for next year, they will just buy straight out. They will probably have these try 1 month for basically nothing again. They will probably have buy a full year for cheap as well for a lot of these first time customers. So yeah, I think they're trying to win over a lot of people. And I don't think anything from Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, will become exclusive. They've said it. People said, but look at Bethesda. But I think that happened under different circumstances. I think, and different long-term plans. I think every company goes through phases where management is like, this is the way, and then 2 years down the line, like, oh, hang on, no, that was the way. And then 2 years down the line, no, we were right the first time, it was that. And then they keep going back and forth. For some companies, that's like every year, every 2 years. For some companies, it's like every 10 years. But I think we're at a point where Microsoft has chosen a different path and than what they had when they bought Bethesda.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what do you like? Do you all have Game Pass for right now?
I do have Game Pass because I got it free for a year. But
I did
Nice.
too. Not anymore.
I kept it this month for City Skylines. I'm gonna look forward to booting it up on GFN, and you know, in a past life, I was an architect for a number of years. Did some some train stations. So I love the architecture aspect. I love City Skylines 1, and I look forward to playing it. It's probably the only sim game that I really enjoy, and no matter what I do, I always run into sanitation issues. Like, how do you manage everyone's garbage and poop? Like, I can never get, that's always my downfall in the cities. Like, I need to build like just a giant poop station and a giant dump, and that's how I manage it, because it
You
always
gotta
is
look
my
at those
downfall.
three at the how the water flows in the rivers.
Yeah.
And then you just pump it out downstream. And then as soon as like, oh, it's starting to be a bit too much, at that point you usually unlock the water treatment plants, and you can just be fine. Like, it will be fine because it will be like the sewage will be like not as bad. That's just the way to do it.
Okay, I may need some of your tips. Are you skilled in the city?
I've played some. I played it when it's on and off since the original launch. I remember because I even worked at Paradox when they launched that. For
really?
Support. I worked briefly on their support team, and it was around that time when they launched. And yeah, you know, it was great fun back then. So I played on and off. I think I have like 500 hours probably at this point, something like that. So yeah,
okay, well, I'll DM you for some tips while I'm playing.
Yeah, I haven't played City Skylines 2 yet, or to be fair, I do have, but it was like an hour at a playtest 3 years ago, like very early, so I do barely anything new in there.
I'm looking forward to. There's games like Fable. There's games like Hell's Blaze. There's still another Elder Scrolls down the road. So I'm looking forward to these games, and I appreciate the fact that, I mean, I used to spend, I kid you not, maybe $200-300, sometimes more than that, every month on just buying games, going to GameStop and buying games. So to have a subscription, I mean, good Lord, there's a whole bunch of games that came out today on PC Game Pass, and I don't have to spend money, and I don't even have to put it on a hard drive. I can play it in the cloud. So I look at it as a win, man. I look at it as a win, so I'm happy.
I would totally beat Trump in a presidential election. They just don't let Canadians run for president. But thanks for your support, Phoenix. You would be my campaign manager.
Oh god, I saw such a funny clip the other day with someone was wearing a
Unless we're on the same ticket. Wait, is she saying we're on the same ticket, or we're versing each other?
No, I think it's same ticket.
Okay, I'll hey, as long as I'm up there. If I have some sort of power, I'll run with it. Go administration. Give me the power.
I don't think you want to be associated with that guy, to be fair.
Hey, if I could be VP, who knows? I could do some good.
Oh, this was a fun list. Why did I see this one before? Okay, that didn't work. There we go. Sharing this one. To keep on the Activision topic a little bit longer, here's a list of IPs that is now part of Xbox. Obviously, Call of Duty. Most importantly, Crash Bandicoot.
Yep.
Diablo, obviously, as well. Gabriel Knight. Anyone remembers that?
Never heard of
Yeah, me neither. Let's get rid of that. Then Geometry Wars is also apparently owned by Activision.
It's coming
Guitar
back,
Hero.
Yeah.
And also, this routinely comes up as something that is likely to be brought back, specifically by Bobby Kotick for the last couple of years. Like, Activision is keen on bringing back Guitar Hero and has been for quite a while. So let's see what happens with that. Gun,
I have an issue with
Hearthstone.
Guitar Hero. It's not accessible.
Yeah, you're right. As the Verge Forbes points
in
out.
An accident.
I have
And
Guitar Hero.
I can't play the Guitar Hero guitar.
The last big LAN party I went to as a teenager, that wasn't like just my friends. It was a bigger thing. Was at my school, and I brought my full tower desktop PC, and I booted it up, and then I went and took a lap around the area to see what else was happening, and found a room where someone was playing Rock Band. To be fair, not Guitar Hero, but still, and I ended up playing Rock Band for 6 hours straight.
Wow.
I set up a computer and then I didn't touch it for the entire night. That was my last LAN party. I just played Rock Band. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Anyone remember through Fire and Flames? You ever managed to do that with an expert?
Oh.
I did not, to be fair. Love that song though. Great song, great band. Yeah. So then, Gun, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, Heavy Gear, Hexen, Heretic, Interstate 76. Yeah, it's great. Like, I'm very close to signing up for Rocksmith, the Ubisoft one, just to try that out. Because I used to play a lot of guitar, but at the same time, it's it's quite hefty pricing, because it's like nothing is included. You basically have to subscribe to their Plus service, which is like $15 a month to get any of the songs. And I don't it's one of those, if you're subscribing, you're doing it because you're serious about it. And I know I'm not gonna be serious about it. But I do want to try it desperately. I would love to have it in my library and just pop in every now and then, because I did play a lot of guitar as a teenager. But yeah.
I got guitar with me right now, in my big case I have full of physical copies of games, but I cannot play it though because I don't have the guitars right now because they're back in Ohio.
Oh no. Yeah, I had a friend of mine who had the big drum set for Rock Band, and it broke. Okay. I think he still has it in his attic, with the idea that one day he will fix it. It's been there for 10 years now. Still haven't done it.
Holy shit.
It's like one day I will fix, because it's like the pedal is like the pedal broke in the middle, so it's like he tried to duct tape it, didn't really work. So it's like, I'm gonna sometime I'm gonna properly fix it, and he just never did. And we keep talking about he should bring it out, and we should fix it together, and then we can play Rock Band, with the kids or something. But yeah, no, that never happens.
That's what Hillbilly says. Fix it with duct tape.
Yeah. But apparently he needs I think he needs to put like a small piece of like metal or wood and then duct tape that, and then that would be great. Yeah. So other games on this IPs on this list: King's Quest, Laura Bow Mystery Series, Lost Vikings,
King's
Overwatch.
Quest is a good game.
King's Quest is good.
Yeah, I played it. It's great.
Phantasmagoria, Pitfall, Police Quest, Prototype. I mean, who wouldn't? With Spider-Man being so successful, who wouldn't love to go see a new Prototype come out?
Oh,
Prototype,
yes!
Prototype was great.
That was fucking amazing.
Like Prototype
I played the second one.
Yeah,
I never played I played only a little bit of the first one, but I never really owned it though. I played a trial of it. It's pretty good. The second one, I fully completed that one. That was amazing.
Yeah, no, it's great. It would be really fun to see what they could do with modern technology for that. Quest for Glory, Singularity, Schemes.
Wait, are you talking about Prototype the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think Venom is in Spider-Man? That's Prototype, bro.
Yeah. But I mean,
yeah. That's Marvel's version of Prototype.
Yeah, here they have. Cool. But like, I mean, what could Xbox Studios do with Prototype with Infamous, maybe? Yeah, Infamous as well. But yeah, it's like Prototype was. I mean, as you say, yes, Venom is pretty much that. But I mean, someone with Spider-Man being so successful, it would be really cool to see. So Xbox now go like, hey Activision, let's revive Prototype. Let's build a new prototype game, Prototype 3, or like let's do a reboot and make it just as awesome as Spider-Man is, and throw it out there in the world. And they could put it anywhere. Change the towns around, being like, hey, this one is in Paris or something.
Yeah,
that would be dope.
Yeah, it would.
Ski Resort Tycoon is a series I didn't know existed, but now I want one. A modern one. I think I even saw an indie game that I've been eyeing for so long, but it's apparently kind of it's they say it's not abandoned, but it seems like it's pretty much abandoned. It hasn't seen an update in over a year, and it's still in early access. But it looks like it's essentially that. It's like it looks unfinished, but so good. So yeah, I would love to see a new tycoon game with a ski resort. Skylanders would. Yeah, a lot of people were surprised when that shut down, so it would be cool if it came back.
But to be honest, though, hands down, best one is Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Skylanders, though, I mean, that was meant for parents to spend lots of money on their kids to play a game. Like, don't kid yourself. Yeah. That's what that game was designed for.
That's right. Yeah, Skylanders.
Let's buy things on top of buying the game.
Yeah,
it's a combo situation.
Well, I don't want to go through that game.
Hello. Sorry, guys. I had an accidental nap. Accidental nap.
No worries.
Oh, I call those. Wait for it. Napsidents.
Oh, I love that word.
Like it.
Hey, that works. Works right there.
Yeah, that's a great word. I'm stealing that. So let's see, what else do we have in it? Soldiers of Fortune, Space Quest, Spyro. It's guaranteed to come back.
Spyro, woo!
I love Spyro.
I remember Soldiers of Fortune. I used to play that.
Yeah, I liked Spyro too, back when I was playing it on PlayStation 1 when I was 10.
Ooh,
yeah, imagine us, like, we never got a Spyro 4. Maybe that's around the corner.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
StarCraft, SWAT, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Tony Hawk's, yeah!
True Crime.
Loves True Crime.
Is he gonna walk around and ask people, like, do I look like Tony Hawk, and take selfies with people? Because that's what I want in a Tony Hawk game.
Surely they can do that these days.
Yeah.
True Crime.
Have you seen his feed? He just walks up to people who say, do you look like Tony Hawk? And then he videotapes them saying, I am Tony Hawk. I mean, is the reaction.
I mean, look. I mean, it's amazing what they can do with like remakes. Because I mean, look at Final Fantasy VII. You know, when you think of Final Fantasy VII, you think of pixel game, but look how beautiful they remade that game. And so, any of these titles, they can easily remake it and make it look awesome. So, just want to put that out there.
Yeah. Last on this list: Ultimate Soccer Manager, Warcraft, World of Warcraft, and Zork. There's a lot of interesting IPs that are now owned by Microsoft. So yeah, let's see which ones bring.
I was a Zorker. Wait a minute, that didn't.
Whoa!
I played a lot of Zork.
Right there.
I played a lot of Zork.
Well, that happened.
I played a lot of Zork when I was young, okay?
That's great.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I tell you, like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, those kind of hurt my heart a little bit, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I do think we'll get more games in those series, and I do think they will also come to PlayStation, so...
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
What is Zork, like, what is
that's
it?
A good
what is
Zork?
Line us,
What
Ray.
is Zork, Ray? Can you tell me?
Zork was, you had a bunch of, like, sentences that you had to choose what path you would take. And so when I mean, if you want to go way back, like on a computer that was P screen, it was yellow. It's like, do you want to go down this path, or do you want to take the left, or do you want to go to the right? And it was all kinds of, it was that, and it was amazing. And I used to read, when I was in the 2nd and 3rd grade, I used to read a lot of Zork books about, just imaginary and picking, choosing your paths.
Oh, I remember this. I've just Googled it.
That sounds familiar now.
Yeah, I recognize like the corridors, like
Oh, another Zorker, a fellow Zorker.
Apparently so.
We're talking. Oh my god, we're talking like, oh my god, like I think like 84, 85.
Oh no, that wasn't me.
Yeah, see that was I mean
another Zork then.
If that was Phoenix, you have the secret of time, and you might share.
Well, Zork,
Phoenix does not
she's not sharing.
Children's tears.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is it just that? That was easy. Speaking of children's tears, Minecraft.
Wow.
Yeah, that was not my best segue. So
we're getting up to McDonald's numbers.
Yeah,
40 billion served.
Minecraft has sold 300 million copies now, making it the including if you include mobile sales of Tetris is still bigger. But that's that, like you have to include that for Tetris to be bigger than this. It's still going strong. To be fair, like go ahead, Ray.
And who acquired this company?
Microsoft.
Thank you.
For 2.7 billion, I think it was. And when they did, it had sold like 20 million copies.
Reasonable amount of money to buy a studio which
when they bought it, I remember it when they bought it, everyone was like, "You paid what? You paid that much money for Minecraft? You're stupid." I think they may
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. You're throwing common sense out the window by saying 70 billion is a reasonable number.
Yeah, but that people were saying like the 2.7 billion was not a reasonable number for Minecraft, and I think they probably make that much in merch revenue a year on Minecraft alone. So on average per day, 15 million skeletons in Minecraft is killed.
Wow.
Average so these numbers are all average per day. So average per day, 915 kilometers are traveled on the riding on pigs, which is not the most common way to ride around in Minecraft, to mind you. I love that pig actually.
Wow, that's that's a lot to keep up with, right there.
700,000 cakes are made on a daily basis. Let's see, 6.7 million diamonds are discovered. 8.8 million pickaxes are crafted per day. And 400,000 wolves are tamed every single day in Minecraft right now, which is just mind-boggling.
5 miles with creeper. Holy shit, that's a lot.
I streamed it for 2 hours and I knew it wasn't for me, but
I mean, Minecraft is. I mean, yeah, my son loves playing Minecraft. He plays Minecraft to beat Minecraft. He wants to beat all the bosses and everything. I play Minecraft to build nice, cozy medieval cities.
I remember I remember when my son was cute and adorable, and I used to tuck him into bed, and he had all his Microcraft plush toys in bed with him. He had the creepers, he had the pigs, he had them all. And now, I mean, God, I wish I could go back to those times when he was adorable. But
no, I feel you. Like my son has a creeper that lives in his bed, like a plush creeper. He has two plastic pickaxes. They are regularly played with at home, and sometimes brought outside, and he just stands and like hacks it into the ground or at a tree or something. I mean, Minecraft is a phenomenon, and interesting enough, I mean, I bought in to the alpha when had been out for a year. I think like a couple of months after the creator Notch or Marcus Persson quit his job at King. Incidentally, he worked at King as a programmer, and was like, hey, I want to do. I have this like creative thing on the side that I do for fun, and then at some point, so it started charging for it when it was playable, and then just one day. PayPal reached out to him and said, "We have blocked your account temporarily to review why the hell you're getting so much money sent to it." And at that point he was making, I think, $100,000 a day, and he hadn't even noticed. Yeah, and I think nowadays I've heard that he's probably he's not very happy at all. He has like so much money that he can't tell, like he doesn't know who his true friends are anymore, because people like and like he has his massive mansion and hates everything. So he's spiraled a bit. Like he earned too much money, because you got to keep in mind, when Microsoft bought it for $2.7 billion, he owned something like 70% of that, and he still to this day gets a percentage share of every single merch sold. So I mean, on that sale alone, he made more money than he could ever spend, and then he keeps making money. So yeah.
Wow.
Hey, we got a surprise with us.
Hello.
Hey guys. I was in the chat, so I told myself, might as well just join. And
Yeah. Nice.
So,
welcome.
Yeah. So here I am.
Nice. Then I'm adding a story to the plan now that you're here, because I want to show this to you.
I saw the thumbnail, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, we'll get to it later.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks. Living the free life of non-streaming, lots less stress in my life, which is good. So yeah, I've been doing good, thanks.
Right there.
Yep.
So let's see here. This is a game that was mentioned earlier.
I asked Ninja a question.
Yeah, of course.
Have you been playing any games though? What have you been gaming on? Tell me.
Like I've been into bars and stuff, and my life, like is a mess. No, just kidding. No, yeah, I've been. I've actually bought Spider-Man this week. The first one.
Nice.
Yeah, the first one. And
oh
my
wait,
god,
I got the first
you
one.
did it backwards.
well,
You're going to start from the beginning? Are you starting
Yeah.
from Super NES?
No.
See,
No,
it
no.
makes sense from the beginning.
The first Insomniac
on the next gen
Spider-Man.
console,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's fun though. I bought it on PC, and it's
Ooh, nice.
amazing. Like it's like an experience, right? Like it's not just a game. Like it's just an amazing, like with the haptic feedback and the triggers, like
Yes.
how there's like tension when you get the webs out. It's so cool.
Yes.
That's what I like.
That's
between
pretty cool.
Yeah, between Xbox and PlayStation now, like I said in the chat, like they're differentiating themselves. Like PlayStation is now more like of an experience, right? Like they try to incorporate hardware and all these things inside, while Xbox is more like just a gaming platform with a very good subscription service. And I don't know, I like it because now I find like a good reason to have both platform, including PC and Nintendo. But it's just cool to see that to have like a more of a good reason to have all of these platforms now.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Rudy's mentioned this game earlier today. City Skylines 2. Some bad news is that while it's coming out on October 24th as planned, the developers have gone out and said, just so you know, we will launch with some performance issues. We have not achieved the benchmarks we targeted.
That sounds familiar.
I mean, at least they're going out and saying it before it launches. They're saying, yes, it's a next-gen title, and naturally it demands a certain hardware requirements. With that said, while our team has worked tirelessly to deliver the best experience possible, we've not achieved the benchmark we have targeted. So they have gone back and raised the previously set minimum and recommended requirements for PCs. And the console launch has been pushed ahead as well. So the it's only the PC version launching soon. And they were like, yeah, I mean, we still think it's right for us long term to release it now, and like it's feature complete. It's just performance now, and we think we're gonna keep working on the performance over the coming months. We also want to manage expectations for the upcoming release. Our ambition is for it to be enjoyed by as many people as possible. We're committed to ensuring it reaches its full potential. So. Yeah, and there's basically, like, if you want to have great performance, you're gonna need a great, really high performance PC. and it's like and looking at how the first game behaved, it's very CPU intensive, especially late game when you get like as your city grows, the bigger the city becomes, the more it's to simulate, and that really taxing on your CPU. So even if you bring the graphics down to low, you can still have issues if you have a CPU that's not up for it. But in general, I would say this game is coming out to cloud platforms, which is probably going to be where you want to play it around launch. However, yeah, it's even then it's the late game that is the issue.
Can I just add something though?
Yeah.
This is what I like though from a company being transparent with your consumers and not trying to put something out, letting the consumers, letting the people know what's going on. I think that is great for business. Yeah. So kudos to them for that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree. Like it's and like in general, Colossal Order and Paradox are pretty good at that. Colossal Order is also quite small company. They're not a big company. I think they are. I don't know how many they are now, but I remember when they built City Skies 1, there were 9 people, I think, when they started, and 13 when they launched. And then they've grown since, but like they're not that many. So I mean, for them to release such an anticipated game now, I mean, yeah, it's gonna get better over time. It's also like technology is also gonna keep advancing with it. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Optimization is like almost like the last step of a game development, right? Like they make the game and then they always take the optimization at the end, and it takes so much time. Sometimes it's just they have to cut corners and implement it after the game is out, which makes sense. At least the game is playable, right? Like it's not like not playable at all. So
yeah, and I mean it's one of those, like, it's gonna be like the performance issues you're gonna hit is like when your city looks like on this image, maybe you might start getting some issues. Like when you have this much going on, then you might start seeing it a little bit. Like most people will not get that far for the first couple of like when you get to Metropolis size, that's when you'll run into these issues. That's like 100 hours in.
Yeah, Rudix will definitely not
let's be honest,
there with Poop City, right?
Most of us we're gonna start playing. We're gonna play for like 10 hours, and we're gonna realize, oh, I've just realized the way I started out was really bad. Like I've built such a clusterfuck around this area. I can't be bothered.
You start to realize, oh, I needed 8 lanes coming into my city, not 4 lanes.
Yeah, and I don't have space to grow it, and I've just built bottlenecks that just causing issues. And I'm just gonna start over, and then you start over, and then you do better next time, and then you realize, like, get 20 hours in, then you realize, like, it's gonna be 200 hours before most people that have the rigs to play the game on decent settings on decent frame rates to run into issues, and that gives them a couple of weeks to make it 10% better. Then they will keep pushing that 10% to 10%. Most people will probably won't have any massive issues with it, and if you do, I mean, it's on cloud gaming, and cloud gaming PCs will be high performance and can maybe not, like, they also might have some issues, but at least you will get farther. So yeah, I'm like, this is my, like, as you say, Rudy, Spider-Man is your most anticipated game for this year, right? To me, this is my, like,
I've played Armored Core 6.
Okay, so, but all right, so for the rest of the year,
the rest of the year, Spider-Man.
Yeah, for me, this is it. This is the rest of the year's biggest release. Yeah, City Skylines is... I have played hundreds of hours in the first game, and I do love it.
Well, let's be clear,
City
they paid you. They paid you, Bjorn.
It was 10 years ago.
Hey, you were still on their payroll.
Yes, to be fair, I was on their payroll 10 years ago. That is true.
What a chill,
yeah.
What a chill.
I'll happily shield for Paradox. I love Paradox. I have so many hours in so many of their games, I'm really excited for City Skylines too. So Epic Game Store they've been trying things to win people over from Steam for quite a while. Their latest thing is to say, hey, if you want to release your back catalog on Epic, we gotta give you 6 months, 6 months of, or I think it's rather, if you release a new game on Epic, you get, for 6 months you get 100% of the revenue on all your old stuff on Epic. So like, hey, get your games over here and be exclusive to us. So yeah, that is an interesting take. Do you think it will work?
That is.
Are we past the point where people hate Epic for doing exclusive deals, or?
Well, I mean, they gotta be a little aggressive, right? Because they came in the game a little bit late, and it's a good, Xbox is a good comparison because they came in the game late in gaming, right? And they needed to be pretty aggressive back then in the early 2000s. It's a good move because this is how they're being recognized. Personally, I started recognizing them when they started giving free games, because I was like, oh yeah, you know what, like, I'm gonna get in there and check it out, so I wishlist a few games on there, and now it's hard for me to get out of Steam, but sometimes I go there and buy some of the exclusive, of course, that Steam doesn't have, and things like that. So I'm all for it, for sure.
As a consumer, you do right by me, I'm gonna do right by I mean, I purchased some games on Epic because, man, every Thursday they give you free games and stuff like that. But they gotta make those deals, man, because you've got like GOG, you got Steam, you got other people out there, so you got to be competitive in this market. So you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do.
It's like Steam is the most convenient. Good Old Games is the one where you're like, that's what I want, where I do, like, I would prefer to get my games from there, because like no copyright, like no anti-piracy tools. Everything is you get it, you buy it, you own it for real, in a way that you don't on the others. And they do a lot of great work at like reviving old games. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the NoClip documentary on that they've done. If anyone hasn't seen the NoClip documentary on Good Old Games, watch it. Ooh. It's so good. I mean, they go back and like figure out like, oh, this old title, like hey Disney, this old point and click adventure from the early 90s that you made and everyone forgot about. Could we bring that back for you guys and like make it run on modern computers? And they will go back and they will like rework the code. There's even been cases where the developers at Good Old Games have gone like used pirated copies of the game and like reverse engineered the pirated copy to make the legal copy work, while a legal team is working through like really hard to figure out like, oh, so the guy who made the art of this game back in the 90s technically still own the exclusive rights to the art he made for this game, but the girl who wrote the script owns the script, and the company who published it owns the publishing rights. But we need every single right on like fixed before we can launch it. I think they said sometimes it can take like 2 or 3 years of just figuring out the legal stuff for a team of like 3 people just to get a retro game that no one remembers out on that storefront, working on modern computers. And they have a big team doing that on a daily basis, which is commendable. So they're like, that's where I want to buy games. But at the same time, as you say, Ray, like sometimes it's like, oh, that game is cool, and that you get your free games on Epic. If there's a game coming out on Epic, it's like, yeah, that looks fun. It's good, decent price on Epic. I'll pick it up there for sure.
I just claimed some games today on Prime Gaming for GOG, which you click on it, you got a redeem code, you hit GOG, it's already saved automatically on my computer, it knows who I am, and boom, the game's in my library.
Yeah.
I love GOG.
Have you tried the GOG Galaxy Launcher?
Yes.
Yeah. It's honestly the best one because it integrates with every single other, like all the others. It's like you install all the launchers and then you use GOG Galaxy because it has everything included, and like you can even use. I think it even integrates chat with it, like all of the chat from all the others as well. So you can chat with someone from Ubisoft, Steam, or EA through that client. So I mean, yeah, GOG is amazing. They don't get enough credit.
They do not. Very underrated.
Yeah. It feels like for the most part, doesn't it feel like the hate for Epic Game Store has died down a little bit? Also,
I forgive, man. I'm a forgiving person. You know, as long as you change the policies, change your ways, take care of your employees, man. Take care of your employees. Yeah.
And this latest, this article ends on a note that is, I think, maybe important to take into account as well. This latest bid bolstering interest in the Epic Games Store comes just weeks after the company laid off around 830 people, roughly 16% of its total workforce, with Epic CEO Tim Sweeney admitting at the time, for a while now we have been spending way more money than we earn. And obviously this is a way for them to spend even more money to hopefully earn more in the long term. Let's see if it works for them. Hopefully they can rehire some of those people that they had to let go. Hey, since we have Ninja here, Netflix games.
Yay!
Bring it to the cloud.
I see that you have a good article there by Ethan from Cloud Dosage. That's awesome.
Yeah. Why don't you intro this one? What's this about?
Okay, Netflix gaming, cloud gaming, beta. Oh yeah, so Netflix games, it's coming to the cloud. We all know that. But we're learning some new stuff. It wasn't beta for UK and Canada for a bit, but it was only for like a selected group of people. We haven't heard of leaks or like anything like that. We don't know who's being selected for these, which is kind of strange. But now they're expanding to US, so now it looks like there's some people who are going to be getting the the beta of cloud gaming on the US. And to get the cloud gaming, you need to either have a Chromecast with Google TV or a Fire Stick, or there's some supported TVs also that it works with. I think that you get like a pop-up saying that you're eligible for the beta, but like I mentioned, I didn't get in contact, or all of the people I talk with, we didn't get in contact with anything that has access to the cloud, so we have just no idea what's happening. I find it strange because even though they would have like a piracy thing to sign or something, there's always someone who leaks stuff, right? Like there's always.
Yeah.
But nothing. There's nothing at all about it.
Yeah. So basically, this means that you can play the indie hit that is owned by Netflix, Oxenfree, and a new indie arcade game that's not available anywhere else, not even on Netflix mobile devices through their service. Molehue's Mining Adventure as well, that we know nothing about. And basically you use it to stream games to your smart TV or browser through, and then you can use the there's an app you can use to as a virtual controller. It's a way to play it's a way to play two games on your TV as a way to try the tech.
There's one image of Molehue's Mining Adventure, and I'm gonna send it to you on Discord if you'd like to share it.
Yes, please.
It's the only thing that we know about the game so far.
That is so weird.
I know. It is strange.
I can't wait to get into Love is Blind. Come on, that's the game that
Netflix. Yeah, they're releasing new episodes. Yeah. The other game, what's it called? Too Hot to Handle. Both games, the first and the second game, they both have over a million downloads. They're pretty popular. Yeah.
I played the first one just to see what it was all about, and then I was like, I wonder if the second one is any difference. Booted it up and realized, it's just the exact same thing with the new story, whatever.
Yeah, same.
Done this, done that. But it's a very linear, it gives you the impression that it's a branching narrative game. But in reality, it's very linear.
It's a what do you call it? The novel kind of games there.
Yeah, it's a visual novel thing.
Visual novels. Yeah, that's what it is.
I was hoping it would be like have some branching narrative, but it's like, hey, it very much like shoves things down your throat. Like, hey, you should do this now. It's like I'm trying to role play someone who's like this. Like, no, you gotta do this or this. Like, I don't wanna. Didn't. It wasn't great, but it was it was a good fun for a couple of hours. But it's like the show. That's kind of fun. And then I was like, yeah, been there, done that, whatever. Not going back. Yeah. So this is the image that we have. This is everything we know about this game.
That's all. Yeah. I think that we know that it's like an arcade type of game. I think that's what they mentioned in the blog. But yeah, nothing at all. We have no idea what it's all about. It was leaked through like some ratings on a rating website last year, but like now we know that it's official. You know that it's going to come out in the cloud. I'm kind of curious, you know, like to see what kind of game we're getting there.
Yeah, would be fun to see what it's all about.
Yeah.
Next up, we actually have there was a leak of a Ioneo's new handheld, which is an interesting concept. Let's see if I can bring it up a little bit bigger. There we go, and get rid of that weird ad in the middle of it. Yeah, apparently I can't get rid of that ad. That's weird placement.
Is that a keyboard? Look how small the keys are.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's
What
like
is that?
but it's also like a dual screen. I think you can like swap it out or something.
Has to be because there's two of them. A keyboard.
Yeah, I think you can like pop out pop the keyboard on top of the screen or something. Is this a concept anyone is interested in for a handheld PC?
I mean, honestly,
yes.
The Steam Deck or
I have the DS, thank you.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like that. Yeah. I'm gonna keep my 3DS and you know.
I'm gonna keep my DSi.
I mean, I still want the alley in my Christmas stocking this year, so hopefully.
Yeah, so it looks like there are two different versions. There's the keyboard version and then there is a touchscreen version. So you can either have a secondary screen or you can have a keyboard. You can choose yourself. It's going up on Kickstarter. It seems like it's been crowdfunded, or maybe not Kickstarter, but it's been crowdfunded, and it's going to use seemingly quite similar hardware to the. Hang on. It's going to be a AMD Ryzen 7 7840U processor and a Radeon 780M integrated graphics. So yeah, and it's. They haven't provided any details about the second screen, but it's a 7-inch display. I agree. It's a cool concept, but it's likely gonna be way overpriced, and I would rather just have an Ally.
Wait a minute, the screen's only what 7 inches?
7-inch screen. Yep.
What
And then the small one is
handhelds nowadays. Why are they overpricing them?
I mean, this is from a small company.
Yeah, but still, it should be like a smaller price though for them.
Yeah, I mean, this
small
is
company, small price, right? Big store, small.
Yeah, that's not really how it works, though.
I know.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into many details from this, but I do want to mention that I tweeted this out early in the week. There's the Swedish games industry, or Dataspelsbranschen, the organization, like the branch organization for the industry, has put out the report on the yearly Game Developer Index, which has a lot of fun numbers on how the Swedish game industry is doing, including like how many companies there are, how much like the domestic net sales from Swedish companies within games, and a couple of other things like that. For example, like the number of employees within video games in Sweden has increased by 6% from last year, up to 8,444. The biggest thing, the only takeaway I want to bring up this week, because I haven't had time to properly read all of it yet, but I do want to. But something I noticed when I just briefly looked at it earlier this week is the amount of employees in Swedish companies abroad has gone up by 48% to 16,000 people.
Wow.
It's like the domestic amount has increased by 6%, so it feels like Swedish companies video game companies seem to have be more and more taking their business to other countries for tax reasons, or I don't know, cost reasons or something. I don't know. So yeah, it seems like there's a lot of jobs available for people who want to work for a Swedish company, apparently. Yeah, it's a massive industry, and there's a lot of fun data in this one. The thing is 66 pages, guys.
Wow.
But yeah, and the fun thing is they release this every year. Every year they release this report, and a lot of other countries do as well. We can see like where the different studios are, how many employees they have. So like Stockholm alone has 5,000 people working in video games. So yeah, there's and like it wouldn't surprise me if this list includes some like art from something that's not been shown elsewhere. Wouldn't surprise me at all. So yeah, this is a list of like, here's all of the video companies in Stockholm, and like a full page of it. Yeah, or 2 pages of Stockholm.
They've made some nice art for the document also, like some
art
I've never seen before.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of concept art from various studios.
Very nice.
That's pretty dope right there.
That they get. So, I mean, this is like the organization itself is like in like a lobbying group almost for the video game industry. So they do work closely with all these developers. So like this game looks cool, like Madshot
Overflow.
Overflow by Madshot. Yeah, the obviously the biggest one is Embracer with 3,500 or 3.5 billion billion euros in group revenue last year, with 11,000, almost 12,000 people employed outside of Sweden last year. But still Stillfront Group, which I've never heard about, is second. Like, they're bigger than King. Who are these guys? I've never heard of Stillfront. So yeah, fun things like that you can find from this.
It's nice because it's not every country that's fortunate enough to, have to build up a video game company, especially with taxes and stuff. Like, there's some countries that I know that in Canada, a lot of companies move into Quebec because the taxes for video games, I think there's some exemptions and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool and it's fortunate for them. But it looks like Sweden is doing very well towards that also. Like, they wouldn't be building all these companies if the amounts of taxes were just too much and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. I know that Mexico is struggling with that, so it's cool to see it there.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I mean, there's also listed like acquisitions and investments made, like seller, buyer, in the countries that they were.
Some familiar ones on there too.
There's like perfect. There's a bunch of them here that some probably went under the radar of a lot of people, but it's all listed in here.
Yeah, Square Enix.
Square Enix, Sweden Holdings from Japan / Canada and Montreal, now bought by Embracer Group in Sweden.
I see Middle Earth as well.
Yeah, that one surprises me still. How the hell did they manage to buy that? I mean, seriously, like, how did they manage to buy the rights to Lord of the Rings?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Now we just need a sequel to Gollum, right? That's
No. Well, you know what we need a sequel to? Battle for Middle Earth.
Oh, hell yeah! Yeah, I would love that. It's so good.
I love that game. Those games, like, it's so good. No, but it's a lot of. I hope, like, I sincerely hope that Embracer takes good care of that IP, because there's a lot of things you could do with that.
Because that's
one of the things, of course,
right there.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that I think this technically also means is that, because I do think that includes the rights to like the rights that Amazon have for Rings of Power. I think for every season they while they have already given those rights to Amazon for, like, you're allowed to do this. Now Amazon can go back and be like, hey, when they're Enterprises, can we get some more rights? To maybe more than just the Imperatrice? Can we get the Silmarillion as well to do more with this? Whereas previously they've gotten back no. Maybe I think they can now go to Embracer and be like, hey, could we talk again? Would be interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in this one. We're gonna deep dive. I'm hoping we can to get together some experts in the field from Sweden to join us next week to deep dive a little bit more into this report. That would be a lot of fun. Before we go into the GFN news, I do want to show this one. As a big fan of Stray Gods, if you don't know what Stray Gods is, it's a branching narrative musical RPG that everyone should play. This image was shared a while back by the composer. This is one of the second song in the game. So like, this is how branching this is.
I like how one of the branches is called Kick Ass.
Yeah. So basically, every chance I get to sell this game on, I'm gonna take it. And I don't know what. There was something we talked about before where that just gave me put this image in my mind. I was like, I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna show it. So basically, how it works is like you have a person, like you can choose which personality you wanna pursue in during these songs. So you get to a segment in the song, it will be like, so you have the introduction of the verse, the song starts, you have the intro, the first verse. Before the pre-chorus, you get a choice. Like, do you want to be the kick-ass version of this character, the clever version, or the charming version? And that affects the lyrics, the instrumentals, and where the song and storyline goes. And like, this is the amount of and then you make a choice here, you make a choice here, you make a choice here, and then depending on like, if you made mostly clever choices in the beginning, then you will take this path, and you can have a different path. And then down here, like, the arrows becomes insane.
It's a bunch of spaghettis.
Yeah. And that, like, this was the second song. This is one of the simpler songs. I saw I watched earlier today a 53-minute video by the composer on the finale song and how branching that is. Because that one also takes into account everything you've done throughout the game. It's like, oh, but if you did this and chose this thing here, that means you would here be presented with these instrumentations and this lyrical cue and this person singing. And I think, like, if you take everything, like, if you want to see every single possible way that song goes, it would take your lifetime.
How many songs are there?
17 songs, I think. Okay. And every single song, so 17 songs, they're about 3 minutes each. Each song, if you look at, like, if you play every single variant in a row, it's like 35 minutes, 40 minutes of music per song written. So yeah, there's a lot of it. Yeah. So definitely a game worth picking up. It's like 6 hours to play through a full playthrough. You can play through several times and see different choices and like see different versions of things. It's a murder mystery. It's great. Check it out. And with that out of the way, let's go into Geefers Now.
Survivors, yeah.
Yeah. So let's go.
I saw Lo-Fi stream that a couple days ago.
Yeah, Vampire Survivors was probably one of my, if not my favorite game last year, or my second favorite game last year, I think.
Wow.
After Mountain Blade.
Ah.
So anyone here has anyone here not played Vampire Survivors yet?
I played it and I love it. You can also play this on your
looks like a great game
on your mobile phone too. Love this game.
Yeah.
Ooh,
free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like much for the world.
I know.
But oh my god, it's so good.
But
I
feel like it'd be addicting though.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, the thing is, the only gameplay is you walk around, and then every now and then you pick something up or level up, and it's like, hey, pick one of these 3 options. See what happens, and then you keep going.
I have a
try
friend.
To survive as long as you can.
I have a friend. I haven't seen him in so long, and he lives like about 5 hours away from me. And he decided to come see me for a weekend just for fun. And I was scrolling through my games, and I was like, he was like, "Hey, Vampire Survivor, I never played that." And I'm like, "Really?" So we started playing it, and it's all we did the whole weekend. Like we didn't even do anything else. Like we haven't seen each other.
Right, it has co-op now.
It was like a bonding thing. Like we just really enjoyed it. Yeah, it has co-op.
Yeah, it has co-op now.
Oh,
local
nice.
co-op up to 4 player. So yeah, so basically, yeah, you're just trying to survive the oncoming horde. If you can survive 30 minutes, great job. Level complete. Move on to the next level, and it's so addicting. But yeah, I would say I've started playing it on xCloud using the touch controls.
Oh, nice.
I then moved on to the mobile release, and now I kind of want to go back to the PC version now that this is out. So this the Xbox it's on PC Game Pass or on Game Pass, and it's the Xbox Game Pass version has now launched on GeForce Now.
Nice.
Even though like consoles and stuff are very powerful now, I still can't believe how many stuff they can put on the screen, right? Like without any like lag or anything like that. Like
that's insane, right there.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. It's crazy.
It's like stupidly amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many weapons, items, spells your character can carry and just run around the screen. I love that.
But look at the forward screenshot there. It's insane like that.
I don't know what.
Look at
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, I would say 22 minutes in. If this is all you have 22 minutes in, you're not doing that good. You probably need to up your game to be able to survive more than 25 minutes with this. Seemingly. Yeah. This is nothing. I mean, amazing game. Definitely play it.
Oh, and I'll also tell you too that I'll also tell Lo-Fi that it reminds me of Gem's Pixelmancer, don't it?
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, it does a little bit. The Epic Games Store version of Trine 5 has launched on GeForce Now as well this week.
Very nice.
And Trine the Trine games are gorgeous. They've always been.
Yeah.
Like they're like 2.5D platformers with some action, and they are
5D. Ooh, I love this game.
They have co-op and are amazing. For what they are what they are. But yeah, they look so good.
And they improved over time too. Like now with co-op, you can switch to whichever character you want, and you didn't used to be allowed to do that. Yeah, they added some new features. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely worth checking out because it's a lot of fun. I love the other Trine games, and I'm not a fan of platformers, so that's high praise for me. Torchlight 3, the Windows Store version. It isn't seemingly on Game Pass, and GeForce Now has been doing a lot of this, adding a lot of Microsoft Store games that are not on Game Pass. So Torchlight 3, if you buy it on Microsoft Store, you can play it on GeForce Now. Any Torchlight fans?
Played it.
I've never played it either.
I'm not familiar. Yeah, do you know? Can you explain what type of game it is?
Isn't Torchlight, to my knowledge, Torchlight is basically a it started out, I think, as a free-to-play Diablo-ish game when there was quite not a lot of Diablo games out there.
Yeah, it seems like it's Diablo-esque.
You sold Reaver. Yeah, I think you sold Reaver.
Basically, Torchlight came out and was everyone there was quite a long period between Diablo 2 and 3, right? Mm-hmm. People were craving a new one, and then some people, an indie team was like, yeah, let's make that. So they made Torchlight. Torchlight was a big success. They made Torchlight 2, and now they have Torchlight 3. And there's apparently, you can build your hero, build your fort. Apparently, pets are back. Collect epic gear, travel in the frontier.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's very much like Diablo.
Seems like I'm going to enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, there's been 2 of this is the 3rd one. So there's plenty of them there too to enjoy.
Yes, this is what we want.
Shredder's Revenge is coming to GeForce Now.
Yeah.
TMNT.
Also on Netflix Games and on a bunch of places.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I hope that they include DLC at some point. They're probably not included in the in there, right?
Not included in Game Pass. I don't think, but I mean now. No, it's just a discount on Game Pass. However, since the game itself is through the Xbox version is on GeForce Now, I would say that you can just buy the DLC and play it on GeForce Now as well.
Yeah.
Then we have Tectonica, which is a game preview that's on Game Pass, and it's a shooter. Oh, it's a survival game.
Minecraft?
It's a survival game.
Minecraft, okay.
Yeah, sci-fi survival.
It's got,
and then assemblers. Yeah, this is Yeah,
So
this
many
is
elements from different games.
This yeah reminds me of like Minecraft meets Satisfactory, but in underground. It seems like could be interesting. Who knows? Railway Empire 2.
In brackets, win.
Windows.
Gold.
Sure.
You win the game.
Where's the lose edition?
Hey, who showed up in chat?
Hey,
There's Rock.
How you doing, man?
Hey, the man. Fanny by
Yeah.
Gaslight.
I mean, it
There's
looks. It looks pretty. It's kind of pretty.
Yeah, it is.
But it's a game. It's a game about building railroads. Yeah. So I mean, if that's your jam, then it looks good. Gungrave Gore. This is a highly reviewed game, if I remember correctly.
Big guns.
It comes from it's kind of like a reimagination of an older game from PlayStation 2, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Ray? Do you know if that's the thing? Yeah, right.
I just know it was an anime. I know it's a big. It was huge in the anime.
Anime, baby.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at this.
it's gory.
Yeah.
Your type of game, then, Bjorn.
I mean, I don't mind gore. I just don't like horror. So, but yeah, to be fair though, it also doesn't look like my kind of game in general.
Yeah. Seems very actiony.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. Exapunks, a puzzle simulation game about the year is 1997. You used to be a hacker, now you have the phage. You made a deal: one hack, one dose. There's nothing left to lose except your life. So it's a hacking simulator.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm too stupid to play this.
Not the only one.
No,
They have the shit in this game.
Everspace.
Rudix, you're back.
Ru.
Nice.
Hey,
man.
sorry. Got a
No
call.
worries. Yeah,
No worries.
It happens, no worries. Everspace 2. I remember Everspace 1 came out on Stadia, if I remember correctly. Everspace 2 never made it there. But it's now on GeForce Now through Game Pass.
A roguelike type of game. Very hard game.
Yeah, it's one of those like it's a dogfighting game.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept for a dogfighting game.
Yeah, dogfighting in space.
Roguelike? That is very
Roguelike dogfighting in space.
Yeah, not very good at those types of games.
Me neither. I get disoriented so fast. I'm so bad at it.
Yeah.
It'd be even worse in VR, I bet.
Oh, can you imagine? Yeah.
I think I even have a dogfighting game for my PlayStation VR, and I played it for 5 minutes. And I was like, I'm so bad at this. I'm so nauseous right now. Why did I buy this?
Yeah. I can't believe there was a Star Wars one or something on VR.
Yeah, there is as well.
I can't play VR games right now because my VR headset's back in Ohio.
So this is what I actually started playing. Dune: The Spice Wars.
Ooh, dude!
I just
Spice
started
Wars.
playing it.
Yeah, so
I'm
this
actually
is a
doing
strategy game.
Yeah, I'm doing the tutorial because it kind of reminds me of StarCraft with the whole.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
So I'm actually started playing this.
Nice. Is it good so far? You like it?
The tutorial looks awesome. I'm in the tutorial mode, but I'll let you guys. I'll probably do a review and I'll let you guys know about it, and we'll
Nice,
see.
good.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, this is one that I've been keeping an eye on for quite a while. Now that it is on Game Pass and on GeForce Now, I might actually give it a proper look as well,
All right.
if I have time. But yeah,
Spicy.
Dead by Daylight is now on.
Oh, wow.
The Game Pass version is now on GeForce Now as well. I mean that the
Nice.
game has been out there for ages, but on other platforms.
Just in time for Halloween.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
just in time for Halloween. Chicory, a colorful
Hide and
tale.
Seek, the video game.
Oh, this looks
Yeah, exactly. This looks really cute. Yeah.
Oh, this is the
Um,
paintbrush game.
Yeah, the Paintbrush game is now on the
That
game.
is a
It's
cute
been on Game
game.
Pass. It's now on GeForce Now. Good get, I would say. This is like we need more cute games on GeForce Now. There's so
That's
much
true.
focus on the series
Yep.
ones.
There's not a lot of kids game, right, that comes on.
Yeah, I keep telling outright. They
Outright,
should get on
got-
there.
Got a good on
and
there,
they-
yeah.
I think I
Ooh,
even
Nice
managed to
Cloud,
get
too. Nice.
like I I think at one point I managed to get Outright Games to book a meeting with Nvidia about that. But I think that was before they started doing this flood of new games. So they probably had a smaller team back then. But yeah. Don't think anything account of anything, but I did basically force both parties to have a meeting together. Be like, just talk and get the games on there, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe one day.
It's got good reviews, that one as well.
Yeah. Speaking of Halloween, Blair Witch is the. I don't know if the game has been.
I need to go back and play it because the dog. When I played this, the dog like. Woo, 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 and I could not understand what the dog was telling me. All I kept doing is going around and around.
Use your speak with animals spell.
I did an hour.
Timmy, he's in a well. Stream. He's in a well. Where's Timmy in a well?
I did an hour stream, and I couldn't get out of the forest. It was just me holding the camera, walking in circles. I would love to go back and give this game a chance.
Because
I look like a straight idiot noob when I did stream this.
I've never played Blair Witch. I've just seen like one video of it, like just like an Easter egg of some kind.
It's quite cheap as well. It's on hefty discount right now.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So this is not on Game Pass, but it is the Xbox version is available on
percent
now, and it's
And they're experienced developers. They made 2 games before that, 2 horror games. Like trying to remember.
Right, it's Bloober Team. Yeah.
Yeah, they did the Fear something.
Laser Fear.
Yes, Laser of Fear. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one they did before that. So,
I didn't Google that, I swear.
Oh. yeah.
Okay, we believe you.
Yeah, Layers of Fear, Observer, Blair Witch, and The Medium.
Yeah, they are pretty.
Yes.
Pretty well experienced.
Yeah, haven't they also been teasing some Silent Hill thing for quite a while as well?
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice.
Very cool.
I like Silent Hill.
I think it's so far only rumors, but it might be that they have been picked to make the next Silent Hill.
Very cool.
Next we have Black Skylands, which is a... Let's see what this is all about. So for trading... oh, there we go. Top-down shooter thing?
Yeah, it's definitly top-down.
Yeah.
Like a Sky Pirates of some kind. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, action adventure role playing. It's not on Game Pass, but the Xbox version is now on Game now. Then we have Battle Chasers Night War.
Nice.
Same thing there. This is a I think isometric RPG.
That looks nice.
Yeah, I like the art style.
It comes out of a comic book series, actually.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I think it follows it. Not follows, but it's just like the story after the comic books or something like that. But yeah, the comic books were only like 5 comics books, but it got like a really popular following, and that's why they made the game. And the developer then ended up making a League of Legends game afterwards. So
love this game.
Airship Syndicate.
Love that game.
Yeah.
Love that game. Yes,
It
I love
looks so
Battle
cool.
Chase. Loved it. Had so much fun playing this.
Very nice.
Nice.
And the animation and the drawings were great too.
Yeah. Next up, we have a Western-inspired Motorvania called Laika, Age Through Blood. Set in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, it's a story about a tribe oppressed by occupant forces, and the personal story of a mother coyote warrior who descends on an endless path of vengeance to take her back what her people lost. Yeah, it's 2D motorcycle shooter thing, platformer thing. Cool. Splatter, bullet time, indie, and action. There's a demo out, and the launch offer just released. So yeah, interesting art style.
Weaver. Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Next up, we have Hot Wheels Unleashed 2, turbocharged.
Love Hot Wheels.
Cool one.
So yeah, some more toy racing on your GeForce Now. Then we have Eternal Threads,
which you can get for free at the Epic Game Store.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Add to cart.
Oh, it is.
What is there anything else on Epic today?
Yes.
Yeah.
Evil Within. The first
Evil
one.
Within.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why do I reclaim these? I'm never gonna touch them. All right. Whatever.
My Epic library is crazy, and I think there's just gonna be a time where I go back and just like select some games that I need to go back and play. But it is just amazing that you have those games at your disposal. Like,
yeah, I'm waiting for the day when they add like see if I can see my library in here. No, I can't. There. Like I'm waiting for the day when they add library syncing with the cloud service. It's tiring to have to manually add everything on. I went through and did that at one point, and then after that it's like, yeah, I have another 200 games now, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, next, yeah, go ahead.
I call it digitally hoarding games.
Oh yeah,
That's crazy.
I am a digital game hoarder for sure. It's a problem. To the point where I've stopped buying new games unless someone hands me the money for them, or they go on a like subscription service, because I can't, like, it's too much. Airport Simulator, if you want to do that, is now out as well.
Ooh.
Mixed reviews though, so keep that in mind. But yeah,
I've just been losing people's baggage on purpose.
Yeah.
Thank you for flying Brian Air. Have you guys seen the skit that Rod Gilbert has, where he has about the luggage, like the stand-up routine about luggage?
No.
No. Check it. Find it later. It's basically about this comedian from Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to being like telling the story about when he once flew with a unnamed company. Let's call them Brian Air.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, and he flies. He arrives. He goes to pick up his luggage. He stands there. Suddenly he's the only one standing there, and because everyone else has gone home. And everything rolling around, like he laughed first 15 times. This handle went around the baggage carousel, and eventually realizes, oh shit, it's mine. And then there's a full story about how he tried to explain to them like you've lost my baggage, and they were like, but you have it right there. Like, this is not my baggage. This is just a handle. It's great. Yeah, Rod Gilbert is a national treasure.
Woohoo, Hellboy.
And I'm not even from the UK, so I don't even know why I say that. But yeah, I love him. Hellboy: Web of Weird is an action-like roguelike with an original story created together with Mike Magnolia and Dark Horse Comics.
Man, look at these graphics.
This looks like a comic book that you play in.
It's like
is this in game?
Let's check the gameplay trailer. Here, hang on. Let's full
love
screen
these
this one.
films so much.
I'm gonna mute that. Yeah, this is gameplay.
Man, I need to get that. It looks so fun.
Wow.
Did you play it, Ray?
It's like from the pages.
No, I've been waiting for it to come out, and it's out, and it's and it's cool that it's on GFN. It's a game that is on my radar. I love the Hellboy movie, so I gotta play it.
Nice. It's like Pixel Junk Raiders like graphics. So that's why I'm attracted to it.
Yeah. I played so I think recently I played a game called like Foreclosed. It's like a cyberpunk
Foreclosed,
the cyberpunk style comic strip game. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I actually got a early release of Foreclosure, and I wrote a review. My first and only exclusive review for Foreclosure. Great game.
Not the same game.
I loved how they used cryptocurrency. The story was very comic book in its storytelling with its different cells that it would show you. I hated the stealth portions, but it was fun overall. I liked the gun and how you could upgrade it. It was cool.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember it was good. Next up, this game, the Alaskan Road Truckers, is out on DFN as well this week. So if you want to do that for a living,
I love watching the show because they had a show called I think it was the Ice Truckers on the Discovery Channel, and I loved that. So I'm glad they did a game on it because I love the truck simulator.
Well, this one transporting a tank
in the mountains.
Bjorn, as you're talking about this one, there's a GFN Ambassador update that we should address. The launch of this game for the Epic Store version of Alaskan Road Truckers is listed as coming soon, and therefore will not be released on GFN this week. It'll be released once a launch date is listed for the store. We've been onboarding the Steam version of the game already, so the game count doesn't change.
Yeah. So basically, let's assume, let's say that like on Monday they go like, yeah, it's launching on Epic now. It's basically just flicking a switch for the GeForce Now team. The game is already tested. It's just a matter of like, yeah, now it's the Epic version as well. We did the work already. So I don't think it'll be a lot of work for them to add that when it's time.
You're gonna get that guy fired if you're baiting him out. It's more than just flicking a switch.
Yeah. I mean, they've done the.
I'm sure somebody is doing their job and doing computer stuff. And
yeah.
He's like, I gotta get this Alaskan Road Truckers on. Beep boop beep boop beep boop, and it's on like Swordfish-esque.
You gotta ride an Alaskan truck to the store and ship his digital game, right?
Yeah, no, it's probably a matter of like to be fair, it's probably a matter of them getting it installed in the install files prepared in the data centers, and after that just enabling it in a database. So it's a little bit more, but like the optimization. But that's the thing, like any optimization
servers are actually stored mobily, and then they're driving up the hills.
I mean, to be fair, like there are cases where it's more profitable for a company to transfer a lot of data by like putting an SSD or a memory stick in a truck and driving that to
mobile
the new data centers.
I think we just created a business here.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Mobile servers.
It would like where there are cases like we need to transfer like 500 terabytes of data from this data center to this data center. The bandwidth cost of that alone is too much, so it's cheaper for us and more efficient for us to put it on a truck and drive it there. That's a regular thing, FYI.
Yeah, there's some third-party companies that does that. I've heard about it for sure.
Yeah,
the data transporter. Yeah, I've seen Jason Statham do a couple movies related to that.
And then I say, I think best game title of the week, Wizard with a Gun.
Okay, I have an issue with this, because if you're a wizard, why do you need a gun? Because you have magic powers.
But there is nothing wrong with having dual abilities, okay?
Yeah.
If you played any game, there's wizards have swords. You never seen a wizard with a sword? You can have weapons. And guns. Guns are great, especially.
Yeah. You heard gun magic?
Okay, I have an issue with Gandalf.
I heard he's American. I heard he's an American
probably not
going
to agree on.
Hold on, I think he's an American wizard. That's why.
Yeah, that's right. Wizards don't need guns. Nobody needs guns. Nobody needs guns.
What do you mean wizards don't need guns? Hang on, let me show you the best DLC ever made. This is Magicka Vietnam.
Vietnam?
This was a DLC for one of the best indie games of the early 2010s.
Why?
Oh my god.
And this one is fucking incredible.
Oh my god.
It's like this started out as a joke. There's so many stories about this game. So like Wizards with a Gun already exists. It's Magicka Vietnam. No, but seriously. So basically, in Magicka, which is a game that is just incredible, there was a hidden, like it was an AK-47 you could find, and run around with as instead of your sword, if you wanted to. It wasn't necessarily like it didn't do very much, like that much damage. It was decent. And the thing with this game is, with Magicka, is if you die, you drop your weapon. All your equipment is dropped when you die. But it's supposed to be played in co-op, and friendly fire is always on. And there was only one AK-47. So if you played with 4 friends, one of you picked up the AK-47, the others would very quickly say, I want that, and kill you, and take it from you, and then that would, like, chaos would ensue. As long as one of you were still alive, you could just revive each other with the revive spell. It was great. And then that became such a big meme within the community. They were like, what if we made Vietnam?
It already is a meme.
And they did.
Look at that. Magic Vietnam actually is that's what was taken from Battlefield.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, look at that. Oh my god!
I gotta find the trailer for this because the trailers are incredible as well. Everything about Magic, the Magic series is just amazing. Magica Vietnam trailer. And also like every spoken word in Magica is pretend English by Swedish people.
Gosh.
Like there's a scene where where they go like. I've actually learned this line because it's so funny. Where they go, bli inte arg, we börjar dunka Raiden. Which is their way of saying, don't be mad, we started the party already. And which in Swedish would be, var inte arg, vi har redan börjat festen. So like they mix Swedish and English and nonsense in a way that's just so good.
Swinglish.
They made a
There
new
you go.
language.
It's Swinglish.
Swinglish.
So yeah, hang on. I think we need. Hang on, I need to reshare this because we need the music for this. You guys need to see this because this is the best. Then I'm gonna pause this music, and I hope you're ready for the best trailer ever.
Let's do it.
Oh, hang on. I'm not adding it to the scene. There we go.
Weakness does not bring peace.
This was 2011, guys.
That has brought us to Vietnam.
Wow!
It's just pure chaos.
That song. I'm a cow.
And the earnest burn.
Yes. Surf and burn.
Habba Babba Bjorn, a tjusig örn, which is a pretty eagle. And then napalm on that, and then this image, and I was like, "Get your ropes ready. We're going to Vietnam." It's like the person,
perfect right there.
Everything about the Magic of Vietnam is just pure chaos and fun. Like if I could send a message to anyone watching this and to you guys here, if you haven't played Magica, you should. It's bonkers. It is one of the best indie games ever made.
I remember, it's actually one year is actually for free. One of the months it was actually for free on PlayStation Plus.
It was, yes.
And that's Magica 2. Yeah. That's Magica 2.
Oh, okay.
So that's the sequel, which is better from a gameplay standpoint, but less funny.
Yeah. I can't believe I've never heard of it.
It's still hilarious. But Magica 1 and Magica Vietnam, which is just on another level. Like it's like there is like the tutorial end boss is a beholder, and like I don't even know if you remember the web browser game that was a meme thing back in like 2005, I think, called "You Have to Burn the Rope," which is a game where you get into a room. There's like text telling you have to burn the rope. You get into this room and there's a boss and it's going to one shot you, but before you even enter the room it's a rope, and if you cut the rope, the chandelier falls down on the boss and kills it, and you can complete the game. That the boss can be defeated like that in the tutorial area.
Wow. Right.
And then you go up and like out of the tutorial area, you meet someone that's like, "Oh, there you are. We've sent our pet beholder down there to find you. I hope you didn't get lost down there." Like, "Oh, I just killed it." Like, that's how they start out, and then it's just from there on out, like there's references to 300. There's so many references to anything you can imagine almost. And the gameplay is basically you combine elements. There's 8 elements you can combine. And if you combine certain ones, you can unlock like there's a total of 10 elements. 2 of them have to be combined to be used. You can combine up to 5 elements in a single spell. There's 10 available. And you can combine that into all kinds of various combinations to cause havoc on goblins. And it's 4-player co-op, and friendly fire is always on. There's even a spell that they like if you do a certain combination and then hit the cast spell button after you unlock it, creates a blue screen of death over a random character on the screen, which insta kills it. Can happen to you, can happen to your friends, can happen to the boss, can happen to like any character can just insta kill by that one, but you don't know which one it is. It's just a blue screen of death pops out and like, yep, gone. So yeah, Magicka is beautiful.
No comment.
Yep. And it's funnily enough, it's made by Arrowhead Studios. They have a game out very, very soon. Helldivers 2.
Helldivers,
Yeah, so that studio making Helldivers, this was their first game when they were students out of university in northern Sweden. And it's also the game that pretty much turned Paradox as a publisher into a global hit. This gave them the money to then get City Skylines on the line, and that gave them the money to do everything that Paradox now is. So this game is historical to the obscure sides of the gaming world. Yeah. So buy Magicka if you don't have it. Play it. It's great. And let's go around the table and say goodbye to everyone. Ray, what do you have going on with your content and in your life that you want people to know about?
I have a little segment that I do on Friday nights. It's called 30 Minutes with the Game of Cyborg. 3 topics, 10 minutes each. I review games. I talk about certain stuff. I might talk about the Spice Wars tomorrow. Also, there's a King Kong game that came out that everybody's talking about.
Right.
I forgot about that.
It's so ugly.
Yeah. I'm going something.
I have a new segment called "Come On, Man." So I'll be talking about that tomorrow night.
Do you have like an intro clip with that with an soundbite like that as well?
Working on it.
Oh, you should.
Good. Yeah, you should definitely get that.
And then dude, I am so into Marvel Snap. Guys, don't forget.
Oh, Snap, baby. Woo!
What the hell is this behind me? Evan.
It's not a rock players without Evan going in and messing with Ray at the end.
Okay, I'm live. And then stop. And then what I'm gonna be doing, dude. So what I'm gonna be, dude, stop. Guys, don't forget your drops. Go to Twitch and make sure there's all kinds of games, free skins, free guns, free all kinds of stuff. And I've been doing this show here, and I get all the outfits from space. They got like 6 outfits. They're free. Just watch the game. But anyway, all right, I'm out of here, man. I'm out.
Later, man.
Take care, Ray.
Yeah,
Bye,
Ninja, what about you?
I'm out.
Do you have anything you want to share with the audience? Anything fun happening?
Who? Sorry?
You, Ninja.
Oh, me? Oh, sorry.
They're all confused. Like, what?
Yeah. No,
Sorry
not a
about
lot. Like I mentioned, I stopped streaming, but once in a while I'll have that hitch and just do a stream once in a while, which is kind of fun. You can follow me on YouTube and on Twitter, same as my username. But other than that, I've been playing game. I got a new PC actually, with a 2070 on it. For $600 Canadian, I had to pick it up. It's pretty cool. What are you doing? Are you...
I don't know.
What? Rooting.
What the fuck is going on?
What's happening?
Well, you're saying that
the edibles have kicked in,
and I'm pointing to Phoenix.
Oh.
Phoenix is the only sus one on the panel. Phoenix is sus.
I thought it was your edibles that kicked in.
Well, so,
oh no! I have those later in the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wait.
anyway,
No.
yeah, I just play games. Fun
just
stuff.
enjoying life. Yeah.
Yeah.
You and I and Purple are trying to schedule the next Hear Me Out, but we don't know when that's gonna happen.
Trying to get some
It's gonna happen.
composers on there. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Nice.
Yep.
I should reach out to Austin. That would be cool if we could get him on.
Gonna get a popular one there. We're gonna get Jeremy Soul or something.
Yeah, it would be cool to get some big name on.
Yeah.
Like it never hurt, something I've learned. It never hurts to ask.
Like, yeah, there you go. Yep.
I mean, I just asked Marco, and he was down, and
that was pretty
that
cool.
happened.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
I have somewhat of a connection with David Wise, but I mean, I could ask just that, like I don't think he'll say yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the thing. I mean, if something seems unreachable, give it just ask. You give it a try. You never know.
Same thing you can say with jobs, right? Like if you think you'll never get a job, just give it a try, and you never know.
Yeah, you might surprise yourself. Yeah. Phoenix, what have you going on?
Same old story, Bjorn. Baldur's Gate. I feel like I keep saying the same thing over
I mean,
and
to be
over
fair,
again.
it's the same with me. Like I'm still not done with my first playthrough, and I want to play it 5 more times easily. So yeah.
Yeah, I played it all last night, all Tuesday night, and I literally accomplished nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I've been playing It Takes Two, which I don't know why it's taken me such a long time to play it.
It's a long game. It is a long game.
Good. I think we're like maybe 8 hours in. So I think that's maybe
About
about
halfway then.
through. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 50.
So good.
Yeah, it's 15 hours on average to play it. And I know that, I remember that because I saw an interview with the audio, one of the lead audio engineers who said that they composed 16 hours of music for a 15-hour long game.
Yeah, so good.
Which is like, to put it into perspective, Cyberpunk had 6 hours of music composed for it.
Interesting.
It Takes Two had 16 for 15 hours of gameplay.
Would that be including the radio stations too?
Yes.
Wow.
Cool.
I mean, 6 hours of music is a lot of music. I think most Assassin's Creed has like Valhalla has like 2.5 with the DLC 3.5.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's It Takes Two is
soundtracks.
Yeah, It Takes Two is on my radar. I have it. I've had it for quite a while. I think me and my wife made a deal like last summer that we were gonna play it together as soon as we had time, and that still hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, we've
So,
been
I don't
playing
know.
it on PlayStation Premium. So
Yeah,
if
it's on
anyone's
there
got
as well
that,
now.
you can
I
play
think I
it
have
for
it everywhere
free.
at this point.
It's probably going to take us a lot longer than 16 hours because we're really competitive and we've been playing the mini games.
Oh, the mini games, yeah.
Have you played the
Getting
Hazelight's
pretty
last
bad.
game, A Way Out? Save
I
Studios.
don't know.
It's
it's
also
Prison
like
Break.
only multiplayer. You can only play with a partner.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. If you haven't, you should play it. It's like it's not as good, I've heard. I loved it.
I've been heard.
No, I've not played it. I've just Googled it. I've not seen it.
Yeah, definitely want to check it. It's basically like Prison Break in the Prison Break the video game.
It should be free with premium.
Yeah, probably is. Yeah, and yeah, a great game. And I mean, Josef Fares, the lead developer on, like the head of that studio, is such a character. And I think A Way Out specifically, but I'm guessing also It Takes Two really shows that it really shows that the studio lead is has made movies. Like he comes from the movie world. He has directed several movies. I think he was even up for on was he Oscar nominated at one point even, I think.
Nice.
So yeah, he's a Swedish character. He's also the Fuck the Oscars guy, if you remember that guy from the the Game Awards a couple of years ago. They had him on stage. He was doing an interview, and he was like so. Like he was gonna show a trailer for A Way Out, and Jeff Keeler was like interviewed him for a bit, and it was like, "Can I just say for a minute, Like there's all the people here is so nice to see. Like the like this is so much better than the Oscars. Fuck the Oscars, man.
Oh, that was quite. Yeah, that was good
Yeah.
few years ago, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's that guy. That's the guy who leads, who's the head of that studio, and he's like anyone was like, is he on drugs? Like, as a Swedish person, no, he's very well known in Sweden. That's just him. Like that's just the way he is. He's been he has been on regular on like a video game radio show that we had for a couple of years here. Yeah, he's a character. I love him. His movies are also really good. If you can find them with like subs or something, check them out. Good comedies. But yeah, awesome. Looking forward. So, are you gonna stream any of those games, Phoenix, or is it just playing on your own for now?
Yeah, I keep thinking about streaming Baldur's Gate, but I don't know. I don't make very wise decisions.
But
that's quite painful to watch.
Fun.
It is.
Yeah, I don't
Part
know.
of fun being like, oh, no, don't do that. Oh man, she did that.
Yeah, just SSG. SSG, it is amazing.
I know. Do you know what? I almost messaged him yesterday, like, what's the best way to do this? And I was like, nope, I'm just going to go for it, and I'm not going to reload.
Yeah, I like asking him in like when I've already done the bad thing. Like, so I did this.
Yeah.
What should have I done? Because I did this. It was not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Reaver, what do you have planned?
Pretty much, right now I've been playing BG3 and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Nice. At the beginning of the show, I've been just trying to finish Valhalla before I get Mirage. Also been playing some Disney Valley and hoping to get into Cyberpunk again as well. Hoping to stream that too.
Yeah, you're gonna stream Mirage when you get it?
Oh yeah, for sure. But best time for me would be like on the weekends because eventually I'll begin a job here soon.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, because I'm out of a job right now.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, crossing fingers for you, man.
Yeah, crossing fingers, and
thank you.
And hopefully you can still find some time for gaming as well. Like,
Yeah,
like starting a new job, it can be hard to sometimes.
Well, no, I always find time for rock players, that's for sure.
Yeah, you guys are always all you are always welcome on. Rudix, what do you have planned? Any content happening?
Of course. All week I've been hitting the casino, getting rich. Oh my gosh. I get together with a couple of high school friends of mine, and we've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5. Except we couldn't figure out how to do the heist, how to do any of that stuff. We just hit the casino, and we just laughed at each other. We bet on stuff. We just have a wicked awesome time. Betting on horse races, playing roulette, playing cards. Honestly, it's like a casino simulator.
Just like old time with your pals, right? But
Yes,
exactly.
Except you're winning this time.
Hey, I love the clip you shared with us, Ruin Cyborg City in Discord.
Oh, with Maker.
Yeah,
so playing Bloodborne, and me and Maker of Chaos are doing a co-op run. And I'm like going up this staircase, and I'm like, oh, be careful of this staircase. I walked off the edge and I fell right off. And he's like, yeah. And he literally, as he was saying, yeah, he just walks off the staircase and dies. I'm like, bro, dude, this is why you got to listen.
I must have missed that part. I was watching, though. I was still doing other things, too.
That's been fun, but yeah. I'll be up late on launch.
Spider-Man 2, baby! Woo!
No. Are you gonna stream it or just dive in on your own?
Oh, I'll flip it up in the stream. It's so easy with PlayStation 5, right? You just press a button and you're live.
Yeah.
So. I think I've misconfigured something though, because my streams never show up until like 30 minutes after I close them.
Yeah.
And then the day after they're just gone. I have no idea what I've done wrong.
This is strange.
But tomorrow, fingers crossed, a good buddy of mine, we may be doing some Among Us and airlocking some friends out back again. I see that pink Among Us, and yes, it's pink. Yes. Dave is not here, so all reign the pink Among Us. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. 1 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully we can get together for that. But yeah, that's what's going on this week.
Rudix, are you going to sorry, Beaver, are you going to play another Final Fantasy after Spider-Man?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm all ready for Rebirth, but here's my issue with Final Fantasy. All right.
There's no issue with Final Fantasy.
I am absolutely
disconnecting Bjorn.
Okay, so
take him out.
Final Fantasy VII.
I had to for the bit.
Oh,
how dare you?
Ouch! Shots fired
for the bit. Come on, yeah, I had to.
Yeah. Okay. Final Fantasy VII Remake blew me away. Epic, amazing story, great. But the problem is I can't play old games. I can't play, and I don't care. I'm a 60 FPS snob, but if it goes below 60 FPS, I literally get motion sickness. Like, I can't play these games anymore.
I mean,
I've been spoiled.
I think that's pretty.
So I need Final Fantasy 16 would be the only one I could play. I think that hits that 60 FPS. It'd be hard for me to go back in time though.
Oh, you should.
So like your brain is so used to 60.
10.
Like, kick him out now. This guy.
Oh, Ninja doesn't like 10. All right, so what would be your recommendation? Ninja would probably be like, "Oh, you got to play 1. What are you doing starting at 7?"
1. Oh, I wouldn't see you, Rue of all people. I wouldn't see you playing 1. Like, I would be blown away if you did, because it's like 8-bit. Like, it's like
I
really
think 10 is like 30.
I played because on the Game Advance they did a like bundle remake of the remake of the first 2.
Dawn of something.
Yeah, Dawn of something. Yeah, you could. It was like you bought it, and on the same contract you had when you booted up, you picked you want to play 1 or 2. And then it was like better graphics. You could have more than just 3 characters in the names of things, even though everything was still named like. Every spell was still named 3 characters, but you could, in theory, now have more. That was like the technical limitation was no longer there, but they still put it in the game because that's just
nostalgia.
And I did play all of 1 and most of 2 back as a kid on my Game Advance. I don't have the cartridge already anymore though.
I finished.
But that's the last Final Fantasy I ever played, except for Tactics Advanced, which is I think I played 5 times.
I finished 1 to 10. And then I went to 12.
Wow,
and 12.
Whoa, you skipped 11?
11 is an MMORPG. You can't really finish it.
Oh,
yeah.
This game was 14. 14 the same way.
I finished 14's main story.
Okay.
Like, even if it's an MMO, yeah, it's really, really good.
Okay.
But 12, I hate it so much. The story is political. I'm not really into political stuff, and it's so long. It's dragging. I'm trying to finish it though. I want to finish them all, but oh my gosh, this one! I can't wait to play 13. Right? Like with Lightning, I see your plush there. I love 13.
That's Lightning too.
And I love 13.
Okay, Red 13 is the best character ever invented.
Amazing.
Yeah,
oh my god, how did I only discover him now? Jeez.
My issue with Final Fantasy is because as I said, my first run-ins with Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy Tactics and the first 2 games, and though they are all 3 of them are quite high fantasy.
Yeah, they're very.
And then and I was like, oh, I love this. And then I played 3, which is more steampunk, if I remember correctly.
Oh, 6, yeah, it's
no, but 3 as well. I think is a bit more like industrial.
3 is very similar to 1 and 2. It's
maybe I played a fair bit of 3 then.
Because 3 is actually 6. It's just that they mix like for like other than Japan, because they release so 3, 4, and 5 were never released outside of Japan. So what they did is the 6th one, they called it 3 when they released.
Oh
it
yeah, okay. So then number 6 was my next one. I was
like,
this is not Final Fantasy. This is not fantasy at all. This is like industrial steampunk. This is not what I signed up for, and then I was just out of the series after that. I never turned back, and now it's like everyone says it's so good, but it's like. But like for me, Final Fantasy is this thing, and everything I see is this thing, which is apparently great. But I want this thing.
They have wizard with guns, Bjorn. Like, what can't you ask? What can't you ask?
Wizards with guns that are not Magicka is destroyed for me. It's ruined for me. So yeah, I guess like Wizards with Guns, that's not Magicka, ruined, and it's not the old school like setting. Because at the end of the day, I'm a fantasy buff. Like that's yeah. So yeah, if it's either of those things, yeah, then I'm out. Yeah, it's one of those. I would love to get into Final Fantasy, but at the same time, like it's so much game, so much game, and I don't think I think it's not really my style of game anymore. It used to be as a kid, but no, not anymore.
It's not for everyone, you know.
Get that.
Yeah, I wish I liked it, but I don't think I do. That's where I'm at with the whole series.
And to be honest, don't hate me on this. The only Final Fantasy I ever played was 15.
15 is fun.
It's like, yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
good.
Yeah.
Road trip the game.
There was even a DLC in it that was called Assassin's Creed Festival. I was like, oh my
Right.
god.
Yeah. And Assassin's Creed has chocobos in Origins. In Origins, they have chocobos. Yeah.
Even got Sword and Shield from Final Fantasy as well.
That's
the DLC,
It was an event, right? It was an event. It's happened somewhere in Egypt.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I love the these type of association. But yeah, I could talk about Final Fantasy for days. Like it's it's what made me a gamer, the gamer that I am now, right? So it's very nostalgic for me. But I understand why it wouldn't be the game for many. But definitely, yeah.
Yeah. And for my own part, I think next week, content-wise, as usual, I have no idea when I'll have time to make any content. I did just schedule a video to drop just before the show, which is a vlog from when I was at the Dragonbane event 2 weeks ago, where I did a quick interview with the lead developer on Dragonbane, and I got to playtest a board game that comes out in January. That was a lot of fun, set in the Mutant Year Zero world, which was great.
I see it.
Other than that, I don't know what I'll do content-wise or when. I will probably do Dragonbane as usual on Tuesday, Rock Players on Thursday. I did also at one point say, when Ubisoft emailed me and was like, hey, anyone up for a review key for Just Dance? I was like, yeah, sure. And then realized I need to make content on Just Dance. So that means I need to film myself dancing. Oh, crap. So, I mean, I don't know what I will do with that, but there will be some sort of Just Dance content coming at some point. And I'm dreading it already. I was like, why did I agree? My kids will love the game. That's why I said yes. But why did I agree to that? I should just bought the game. I'll have Just Dance coming in sometime next week, and then obviously Cities Skylines 2
That's gonna be interesting.
Get content. Yeah, I have like 3 indie games that I want and need to make content on, including one. I did a first look on a game called Road Warden a while back.
That's a good one.
Narrative, it's basically a when they say visual novel, this time they really focus on the novel part. Like there's a little bit of visuals and it's an RPG, but it's a written book.
The story is very good though.
Yeah, and it's a really good story, and it's an interactive story, and the script is about the same length as the Bible. And made by a solo developer. It's insane. That guy has made a new game, which is just another story in the Road Warden universe, and I have a key for that, so I'm gonna give that one a look as well.
He's made other games also that's not related to fantasy adventure. He's pretty good at writing stories in general.
Yeah. No, and the funny thing is, I told myself I'm not gonna take any more indie keys because I don't have time to stream them, but I do love doing it. But I don't have time right now. I've got to later when I have more time. And then I saw during the same day I found got 2 key offers and saw a third one. I was like, oh right, that one that I've been so keen on trying. So yeah, now I have 3 games I need to cover sometime in the next month. So that's gonna happen at some point, as well. But yeah, who knows when?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's not looking forward to Just Dance.
Oh, come on.
We are.
Make Maurice proud.
Everyone else is. I'm not.
Bjorn, we gotta see your moves, okay?
Yeah.
I don't think I have any. That's my thing. I don't have any moves.
I don't either. I can still dance. I have no shame. There we go.
Here you go. You got it. Oh
Yeah, no, it will be fun. I do need to send off the Switch controllers we bought though, because they do need repair. They were broken out of the box, so I need to send them off to repair and then get them back. Yeah. They have been lying in front of the TV in a box that I haven't sent away for 4 days now. I need to get that sorted.
Were they damaged in transit or just broken?
No, it's a weird thing where like where the right one when wirelessly connected doesn't, like, it regularly just drops all connection for 5 seconds and then reconnects after a while, which is
weird.
like it's a weird thing. It's a like small thing, but it's so annoying and it will ruin games. Like you're playing like my son and my wife is playing Mario together, and then suddenly one of them just can't do anything for 5 seconds. And that means they have to start over, and that happens like once every 2-3 minutes. So it's often and it's annoying, and
Yeah, I know what you mean though. I got one as well on my Switch that's been doing the same thing. And it's even connected into the Switch too, and it's still. I'm like, what the hell?
The old ones we can't even use with the Switch docked, because they're so old, and they just slide out. They have no sticking power at all.
Yes.
So these new ones were like, oh, they're so like the Switch has just got a new life, and it's like, but we gotta send them away again. So yeah, I need to do that. So hopefully they're quick at sending them back, but yeah, could be a couple of weeks waiting. But yeah. With that out of the way, let's just roll the outro and say goodbye. And I hope you all had a great night. I'll see you all next week, if not before then. And thank you so much for joining us. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.